Hello, this is Cuberized and welcome to my All the Mods 11 Let's Play. Well, at the end of, last episode, not even the end, at the beginning, we upgraded to the new version, which is 0.5.0, and it had a bunch of changes to the quest book as well as a few new mods and bug fixes. So, during the episode, we went ahead and did a few things here in occultism, including doing additional rituals. And I wanted to introduce you here to Ulf and Earl. These are my Otherrock and Otherstone traders. One thing I found out about them is that, and I kind of found this out the hard way, is I was trying to deal with Cree, who is my smelter. He's right, his name is right there, in my base, and I brought these two along with me and tossed out some other rock to be smelted into polish to then be smelted to make the chalk that I need, which, by the way, I was able to make. But you don't have to give these guys andesite and diorite to be able to get Otherrock and Otherstone. You just have to give them something that's in this stone category. So I've got here a pile of tough rather. No T in there, tough. No, well, not two T's. It's not tuft, it's tough. Tuff. And if I give it to Ulf, I get the other stone, and if I give it to Earl, I get the other rock. And I think if I look here, I have two other stone and a bunch of other rock. So I really don't want other rock. I want other stone. But I'll show you what happens if I give this guy a stack of this. Now he's going to start producing. Oh, you're not going to pick it up? Okay. You guys were before. Now if I give him the other rock. Oh, now you won't take it. Okay. It was probably the fact it was polished. You take that. Nope. Okay. But you don't have to give them andesite and diorite. You can give them anything. So that's helpful to do. And as far as I know, the only purpose of this, other than looking pretty, is to make it, to go ahead and smelt it again to get the burnt offerings. The burnt other rock. Not offerings, other rock. But as I said, I can take something, any rock that I have, any stone type item. It won't work with dirt, obviously, but like I have tough. I have a bunch of it. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to give it to you. And look, he's giving me. So you don't have to actually worry about finding that one stone you need. Any stone will work. So that's why these guys are handy to have around. So yeah, I'll just do. And I'm not sure if this is by design or by accident, but yeah, I'm giving him one stack of stone and he's giving me two. So it's, yeah. I don't know if he does that as well. I didn't even pay attention. Let's just give him one and see what we get back. Yep, that looks like two. So they also double your stone. But they also have timers, and I'm going to go ahead and put them away before I lose them. I don't think there's any other variation on the traders. I think it's just the foliates. I also don't think there's any other lumberjack either, or sapling trader. The crystallizers, the crushers, and the smelters, I know that there's each level has their own variation, but I think the other ones of these, maybe the janitors and the transporters as well, but I think the farmer, lumberjack, and the traders are all foliate only. And actually we can tell, because if I go up to here, which I haven't been able to get up there yet, I haven't made this yet. So let's make the chalk that I actually intended here. So I made 13 more plain impure white chalks. And the reason I picked 13 is that there's 16 total colors. So we've made 3. We're going to need to make 13 more at some point. And one of them is going to be right now. Because I did have, in this last episode, we made the crushed iron, or the iron dust, the silver dust, and the crushed calcite. So now we have our impure, and this can be tossed in here. And now we've got it. So now if I come over to here, we can do these actually, hopefully, pretty quickly. This is blocked because I don't have the green. And the green I think I need to use, yes, I do. I need Bottles of Enchanting, some book, enchanted book, and copper dust. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more interesting. Do I have Bottles of Enchanting? Yes. Well, then it won't be that hard. Question is how many of these do I need? I just need the one, correct? Yeah, I have to make this research fragment dust, and I need 1, and then I need emerald dust and a slime ball. Okay, and then I need my, I thought that said copper. Oh, I just need some kind of dust. Okay, I can do that too. The enchanted book, I'm not sure about. Do I have one I don't care about? Probably not the looting and the fortune. Actually, chainsaw is probably one that I have multiple of. Right? It's in here. No, I have to do I think I have to do, and that's not getting it either. Yeah, I think there was more than one, and with everything, I think that's one I could use. Okay, so let's do this. To make the green, and let's make sure I'm reading this correctly here. To do this, no, I can do this now. I just hadn't clicked on it. Okay, well, I can make the green. So to do, I have this, I have 4 pieces of chalk now. 2 of the fundamentals, the other ones are going to be gray and black. 2 of the colors, I can make the green. Once I do this ritual, which means charcoal dust, which means I need my guy out again. And I made all of these so I could make more bowls. So let me get him out. And this is Bar, and Bar is, yes, he is Crusher. Trying to see if that thing, there it is. Sorry, Bar. So let's get him crushing. First, we're going to need, I can use sawdust? Any dust. Let me see what kind of dust I have. I have a ton of dust. Don't know if salt will work, although I do have a lot. I can try sand, because I know where I got it from. I can try salt, because I'm not real thrilled about that. And I can try skulk. We'll see. I don't know if what it will take, but I also have iron, and I can give it that. Okay, so I've got that covered. I may not need you at the moment. So just hang tight, guy. Two things and yep. And this is on this one, which is this one. All right, here we go. No bolts. And I knew I needed to make more bowls. That should be plenty. For the time being, at least. Let's go here, here, and here. Okay. Nice tight knit. And I need these two. And one of these, and a book. What am I putting in the center? Am I putting anything in the center? Research fragment dust. I need a foliate book that is bound, and I think all my books are back in the chest. Yep. Okay. Stay there. All right, so let's see. I'm probably going to need to do this with like all of these at some point, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Saving a couple just in case. Yes, and I just need to figure out if what, if any of these it'll take. I'm doing this more because I'm interested to see if it will take something. Oh, these are the names. Okay. I don't know which one this will take, so I'd like to see if it'll take that. If it doesn't, it will let me know. Nope, it's taken it. And that was sand dust. I'm actually impressed it's taking it. Okay, cool. I got rid of a dust I didn't need. That, by the way, was from a sifter, I believe, is where I got it from. All right, so let's work on the next ones. And let me see what that is. And that was so this is done. Okay, so that's the slime ball, that's that. Oh, it's the emerald. here. And oh, don't tell me. I have to do it again. Because I went on pause too long. Okay. Well, that's what we need there. So let's do this again. Well, we wanted to try out some of the other options anyway. This didn't get sucked in here. No, this did not. Okay, so let's take a look at dust again. So we know it's going to, I'm going to give it the sand again. 2 bottles of enchanting, the sand. I need a foliate book. It doesn't matter which one. And let me put these in here. These are already bound to someone that's actually doing something. Oh, the enchanted book. Yeah, I actually looked for that one for a while. Okay, let's find another Silk Touch. I have a lot of these, and I have a trader who will give me more, so I will use this. Alright, here we go. Practice makes perfect. It has snowed on my roof. Which, in a way, is kind of cool. Alright, so dust. Enchantment bottles. Book. Alright, that's going to do its thing. Yeah, okay. Let me actually stand close by and take a look at the book. Alright, so we are doing green. Already did gray. This is our next thing. We are going to need the green. So again, where this joins in, I will already have had white. I need the green, and I'm going to need the light gray. So you just overlay, and where this is going to overlay is towards the middle where there's already white. It'll be overlaid with light gray. And the next one we're going to need to make is orange, but this needs this to be unlocked, which we will do, and then we have this one. So yeah, I'm actually going to do all of these. So let's so this one uses this one. All of these I should be able to do. There shouldn't be anything slowing me down here. And we're almost done. So we'll go ahead and do those drawings, and I'll start from the farthest one, or the first one, and work my way through. And I will make the green chalk. If it wants to finish. There it is. Yeah, there is a way to catch things so that you don't lose them. And I may set it up, but it takes golden bowls. So, but I may set it up because I don't have any way to speed up. And this is only used for this purpose. So it's not like I need to make a bunch of it. All right, green chalk in hand, and I'm going to need the gray chalk, this gray chalk. So we are going to do, let's make sure I'm looking at the right one. I want this one. And again, when you, nope. You just toggle this if it's not showing. Okay, so we get the design, and you just try to line up the gold bowls. And I have a feeling I'm there. There. Okay. So it should come back and tell me, which I should know this, that there's going to be a certain number of these already finished because I have a gold bowl and I have a lot of the white markings done. But you see it isn't complete. And if you look, you kind of see some exclamation points. In fact, let me have nothing in my hand. If you look here at this one, there's a mark here. There it is. It's a little bit better to see. You see the kind of light gray exclamation point? That's what we need. If you hover over it and look, it says white chalk glyph. Unfortunately, that's not what needs to be there. This is what needs to be there. So we need to change it. And if you're doing it correctly, the numbers will go up, which I am. And then we're going to need more candles. So I have some. Did I still have them in here? No, I don't. Let's put them, I put them in here. So I still have candles, so we might as well keep going with red. And then all the rest of this is green. Or it should be at least. I do need skulls, and that actually might be a problem. I don't know if I actually inherently have skulls. And if I don't, I'm hoping the essence will get me there. Okay, so I am 4 away. That's the 4 skulls. And they do have to be skeleton. They can't be just anything. So let me check. Oh, I do. Okay. Cool. Wasn't sure. Now I know. Yeah, they don't have to be right on center. Yeah, and we're done. There it is. And I didn't really, let's actually, before we get too far into this, so we've done this one. This is where we get our, and I think I mentioned this, there's some familiars we can get, as well as some possessed critters. If you possess a critter and then kill it, you get extra drops. And you're guaranteed to get whatever drop it is you need from them. And you can get, as I said, you can get familiars. This one is where we get this, but it also gives us some other pieces of various things that are used in creating other things. So, like the infused lenses and that type of thing. Yeah, so let's, yeah. So this one, oh, and then the one we just made is to do the genie versions of what this is. So we are going to have a crusher, a smelter, a crystallizer. There's a machine operator, a gem gambler, a wandering trader, not wandering, wondering, clear weather, time magic, and demonic partner. So that's what these are. So we want to upgrade our crusher and our smelter. And again, these are good to do with that. So that's what this one does. And this one will give us, which is what we're going to complete right now. And let me align here. go. Okay, again, I'm going to need skulls, and I'm going to need more candles. So I know I don't have any more red ones. So let's take and get some. I don't know whether they were white or just plain. They are just candle, plain. Let's put the candles down. And again, you can tell there's this symbol right here, so that's not going to be white. We're going to have to move that. If you make a mistake and put something down in the wrong spot, did I get all of them? Yeah, I got all 4. Okay. You can always use the brush to remove, the chalk brush to remove it. So I'm going to need to use the yellow here as well. And if we look at our lovely chalk drawing, we're doing this one, which is the intersection of yellow, the light gray, and the green. So let's do the gray first. Let's override the white where we need to. Now it's not all white, it's just some of the white. And again, if you did all the white, it would not go up. If any, it would go down. So your numbers, you would be off. And if you're not sure, what you can do is just fill in the other colors, and then it should complete. And if it doesn't, you've obviously overwritten too much. Actually, leaving it for last is probably easier now that I've said it. So I'm missing 4, and that's the skulls. And I put them away, didn't I? Yes, I did. And actually, since yes, you can use it with the blank skull template to make skulls, and that is used soul dust and bone blocks. And bone blocks is bone meal put together. So if you have bones, you can make bone meal and then make it into bone blocks. Okay. So there's a way to get there with essence if you don't have any skulls. If you have skeleton essence, you can get there. So that, yep, that finished it. And then this one will take probably, let's see, we're going to take purple, gray, and green, I'm sure, and probably that and that. That is my guess. Is skulls, candles, and these 3 chalk. So let's see if I'm right. Oh, and this will get us some other things. Yeah. So the miners, by the way, you use the previous one to make the next one. So you use the foliate to make the genie. So we do, if we want to do a digital miner, which we do, we need to start with the foliate. So I will get that created as well. So yes, back to this. Sorry, I got sidetracked to what this is actually doing for us, and not looking at how to actually do it. And then I don't know what completion I just got. Hold on. No, I got that one already. Oh no, that's mystical agriculture. That's not what I wanted. It's under magic. Occultism. And where, oh, where are we? Oh, I have to start all over. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm not going to worry about it. That's actually, if that popped up, it was actually a true achievement and had nothing to do with the quest book. So yes, I again don't know why. It said golden ritual bowl. Trying to hit the block underneath. Am I doing the wrong thing? I'm in the third one. Let me just pick that up for a moment. Make sure I am targeting correctly. All right, show target there. There we go. That very much could be a user error. This is going to be very alternating. So this is the purple. That's just the first one I have on my bar. So we're just going to do this quickly as I hop around here. Okay, so I was right on that one. This is going to go here and here. And then the green is going to go kind of alternating with the purple around the outside. I should have... Okay, I'm missing skulls. So these are the skulls. 2, 3, 4. Ah! Yeah, and the one thing I would need left is my golden bowl, which I did. Yeah, one golden ritual bowl, which goes there, which was interfering with my ability to complete this. Excellent. Okay. And then I don't think there's anything... Yeah, these... the stuff that's going to come down here is going to be associated with this, which is what that thing is over there, which we are not going to touch right now. It's a whole different set of chalks. Am I done with you? I think I am done with you for now. Yep. And I say that and I know the moment I put him away, I'm going to need him again. All right, so let's do the foliate miner. Because that's one of the things we really want to make. Is not there. It's over here. I'll get there. So the other thing we can do is well, we've got a lot of other things we can do. Let's do this one. I like this one. You bind a foliate to a satchel, and it is like a backpack. You can even put it on your back as a backpack. And it's really big and it's very nice. What you need for that is leather or a pelt and some type of string. You need silver. Cultism is big on silver. And a chest. and a book. So all of that we can do. Let's move this out of the way, and that. So we need silver. I have silver ingots. And I need my leather. I do have leather, so I don't have to get creative on that. And string. I have... it doesn't really matter, I'll use that. I have abundant amount. Okay, and I've got the book. Was there anything else? Oh, the chest. Yes. Well, that finished a bunch of stuff. Who knew that would do that? Okay, so here's what I need. Let me get these out of the way. And I'm going to need 5 bowls down here, so if I don't, I do have it, so I'm okay. And because I'm going to need a book. And we're binding the foliate actually to the item, so we're not going to have a... Yeah. Oh, the chest. The chest. I forgot the chest. The nice thing is it tells you. And you know what? This is not even the right... This is not the right drawing. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that's why it doesn't even know. Okay, so the good news is that the message it gave me was are set up correctly. So it's not even telling me I'm missing a chest. It's telling me I don't know what you're doing, which is a good sign that I'm at the wrong diagram. So, or pentacle if you prefer. And I am, very much so. I need to be down at this one. And I do need another bowl. So we are going to put down another bowl. And because I'm going to put down 1, I'm going to put down 4. Because I have them at the moment. So let's try this again. 1, 2, put the leather there, the chest here. Doesn't have to be this way, it just needs to be in these bowls somewhere. And there we go. So yes, it is going, yes, sure, I will create this, which is a good sign. Sparkles are a good sign too. And yeah, what I was talking about with the gold bowl is a trick that we can do. And I'm going to borrow one just to demo it, and if it works as anticipated, I will do it for everything, which is how do you catch an item that's created if you walk away, is you do that. So we'll see. I'll make sure it works. First time I'm trying it, I read about it, but we'll have to see if it actually works. So yes, let's go back to our book and take a look and see what's going on. So we've drawn these and we've drawn these and we've gotten through the light gray and the green. The next thing would be we need to do the gray and the orange. So to make the gray, we need gray things. And we need a genie book, which is made, not that way, whoops. And that's not it either. Genie book is a regular book and die. Actually, all these books are one of these one of these books of binding. Once you have a bunch of these books of binding, you can make them into, with just dye, make them into any one of these other books. So you use blue dye to get the foliate. I believe the genie is purple. So if, in fact, if I do this, yeah, it's purple. And you get the genie, and then blue is the foliate. Green will get you the Merid, which is the highest level, and the Ifrit is level 3, and that's yellow. So we want to make one of these, and I don't know that I have purple dye. Wrong thing. This is what I'm looking for. So, question, purple. 1, not going to help. And that's not what I wanted to do either. So dye. That. Let me grab some of that. And so purple dye is made like that. So that'll be good for now. And won't get me a complete stack, but it'll get me close. So now I have these guys. All right, let's see if this worked. I've been away from this long enough. Did this work? No, it did not. I don't know whether it isn't close enough. It could be it isn't close enough. So let's try. Trying to see if I can get it lower. Oh, I think it just needs to be one. Well, the ritual bowl is not upside down either. Nope, it's not upside down. Well, that did some weird effect. Okay, I will have to double check on that. But the good news was I came back fast enough that it didn't disappear. Oh, let me go put this back where it belongs. Yeah. So, surprisingly substantial satchel. Comes in one color, purple. I don't think you can rename it. I think that's just what it is. And ta-da! It's pretty big. It's nice. Now this is it netherite now? I think it is. Yes, because it's got all the slots. It's netherite. It says Ironforge backpack because I took something. Backpacks can actually be special. The thing is that you have to put it on your back to get the advantage of it. So I'm not, which I should be. I should be at it. So I actually get health and armor if I put it on my back. Right now, in fact, I actually should switch it. I'm using this one, which is, yeah, it's just a plain, yeah, just a plain backpack, where this one is a special backpack. So, yeah, I probably should switch. I haven't yet. But, yeah. So, this is diamond. So let's take a look. I've got a diamond and a netherite. So this is diamond. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12. 9 by 12. Okay. This does have different ways one can interface with it, like feeding and other things. This doesn't, but it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 16, 17. 17 by 7. Yes, I did just pull out a pen and pad of paper and crunch the numbers. So the difference is that this is 108, so 108 slots, and this is 119, 119. So this has a little bit more space in it. Just FYI, in case you want it. And from, I mean, if you are already doing everything here, what it needs is not much at all in terms of what you put in the bowls. The real thing is that you have to do occultism to get there. And it is, as I said. Oh, and the other neat thing is with backpacks, I cannot put a backpack in a backpack unless you have a very special upgrade in here. But I have no problem putting this in. So yay for that. Yeah. Yep. So that's another perk. And conversely, I can put a backpack in the satchel. But you cannot put a backpack in a backpack without an upgrade. So just other ways to maximize your space while you're on the go. And there we are. So, where was I at? Yes. Got sidetracked with the whole thing. So, we've successfully completed everything up through here. Let's try to do this. As I said, we were trying to do this chalk here, and we're going to need gunpowder. That's easy enough. A clay ball. Yep. Phantom membrane. Killed enough of those. And gray dye to get this gray paste. And so we have to do this, which is, where is it at? Yes, it's here. So we have to do that ritual here to be able to get the gray paste to make this chalk. So let's go do that. And having these stacked on top of each other and aligned in some way actually makes this a little easier to figure out which one's which. So let's see if I remember the actual items we need. So I need gray dye. And I don't know if I have, let's take a look at the dye we have. And I don't see gray. This is how one makes gray dye. So let's make that. And I only need one. And then I need gunpowder. I need a clay ball. And here's where my brain fails me. Let me go back. Remember when I said this makes things you use in other things? Is it called Nature's Paste? No, that's the plant chalk. I'm in the wrong thing. It's this one. Yeah, these all make components you use in other things. The gray paste. And I have, oh, the phantom membrane. Yes. And there's a trader somewhere. Okay. And what do you have to trade? No, that's anything. Oh, yes, I want that. Give me that. No, no, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Look, I have emeralds. I have emeralds. Come back. All right, I want that. Too bad I can't get more of those. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, let me get you some hay bales. Because not like I don't have a ton of them. Might as well give them to you. Hey, stand still. Yeah, the fact that you move around is the frustrating part. And let me see, buckets. Do I have any? I've got one here. All right. Here we go. And do I have another one in here? I do. There we go. Good, go away. All right, so actually I need that diagram. I need you to go away from the diagram. So I have my genie book. It has not been bound, so let's bind it. So we have a genie called... Okay, we'll figure out that later. And I've got my stuff a little jumbled here. So this is going to give us the gray paste we need for the chalk. And so this is one of those two-step procedures to get to the chalk. And this will take a minute. It used to be where, and it was a different version than this. Maybe it's this way. Yeah. There's the ritual. It doesn't say how long it takes. Yeah, it doesn't say. That's too bad. Clearly I have a little bit of time, so let's take a look at what the other chalk will take. I've got 2 more poofs to go, plus the book. So orange is going to take... Okay, and cursed honey for orange chalk. This is where I'm going to need to summon and kill a possessed bee. So I need this. I have glowberries. I have blaze rods at least if I don't have the powder. The cursed honey is... Yeah. So we need to go to this one. And I need a honeycomb block, block of honey. Okay. How is that? I will need to look in that. So we may have to hold off on the other chalk until I make the cursed honey. There we go. So I have that. So there's no point in trying to do anything more here, but I can go back and try to do let's see what was, and I did make the bag, the miner. Foliate miner. We need to make a magic lamp, which just already sounds exciting. So if we look in here, so what we need to do is we need to create a where is it exactly? I'm not seeing the block. They may have No. That? Nope, that's the extractor. That's it. There we go. So we need to make a dimensional mine shaft, which is where the dimensional miner is going to be placed so that he can mine. This takes Otherstone or Otherrock, which is easy, gold ingot, and a block of anesium. Now let's see. Let's not look in there. I need to look in here. In none. And I'm not sure if it is something that... Yes. Am I spelling it right? Yes, I am. So let's take a look at the ingot. Okay. So this does not look like there's an essence to make this. We can at least... That's not going to help either. I have to go find some. And an easy way to go find some is if I have the goggles, and I don't think we've made those either. In fact, if I did make them, they would be in here, and they are not. So, okay. We have work to do. I am going to try to look organized. I do have the gray paste, so I will tuck that safely in here so I don't... in fact, let me not do that. Let me do this. I won't lose it there, but I want to make sure that I don't forget about the fact we were going to be making paste. I will replant your trees in a bit. So, well, in fact, that actually is the end of his trees right there. Once he finally realizes it's there and chops it down. So, I think we're going to end it here, and when I come back, we'll do more. By the way, if you toss him logs, he'll toss you back charcoal. So he'll make charcoal for you. Kind of cool. For free. He just hangs out. So, with that, I think if you have any questions, please put them down below. I do read everything. I make a point of it and reply. If you'd like to get alerted to new content as I make it available, you can subscribe. And if you have enjoyed this episode, which I really hope you have, please toss me a like. It helps me grow my channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Cuberized, signing off. Everybody have a good one.